أولى ثانوي. فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد، وهنعديها بالتأكيد. أولى ثانوي.
Dear secondary stage students, year 1, welcome to our English program and welcome to our channel, Madrasetna 3, under the supervision of the Ministry of Education. أعزائي طلبة وطالبات الصف الأول الثانوي، أهلا ومرحبا بكم حلقة جديدة وقناتكم مدرستنا 3 تحت إشراف وزارة التربية والتعليم. Today we are going to finish Unit 1. We are going to take the last part, Part 4. We are going to discuss Treasure Island, our story. I'm going to give you a summary of what happens and discuss the characters together. We're going to discuss the new vocab which appeared in this chapter. And we are going to do revision on the whole unit. Okay, we are going to practice translation because it's a new question for you this year. Let's start together. This year we are going to study together Treasure Island. Treasure Island is an adventure story. It's written by Robert Louis Stevenson. It's a story which is mainly in the sea because it's between sailors and the pirates. Do you know what the meaning of pirate? Pirate means a sailor who attacks ships. A sailor who wants to attack ship and steal from them. So what is the setting of Treasure Island? If you look at this screen, you will see that the setting is the time and the place. So what is the time of Treasure Island? It's written in the 18th century. And what is the place where it happened? It happened, the book opens in the Admiral Benbow, a small seaside inn near Bristol. So there is an inn called the Admiral Benbow. It's near Bristol in southwestern England. Okay, so the time is 18th century and the place in England near Bristol in the Benbow Hotel or in the Benbow Inn. The inn is a small hotel. I will discuss with you two of the most important characters which appeared in chapter 1. The first character is Jim Hawkins. Who is Jim Hawkins? Jim Hawkins is a boy. He is the narrator of the story. The narrator means the person who tells us the story. And he is about 14 years old. He is a teenager. He's about 14 years old. But he is a brave young boy. He's the narrator of the story. He is the son of the inn owner, a clever and brave, helpful boy. So what are his qualities? He is clever, he is helpful, and he is brave. He is brave young boy. The second important character is the captain, Captain Bill. Captain Bill is a tall and strong man with an old blue coat and a scar on his face. What is a scar on his face? Scar means a mark on his face. في علامة كده, a mark of a wound on his face. علامة لجرح قديم. A scar on his face. He spent his days walking along the beach and he usually told scary stories. He always tells scary stories. What's scary stories? Stories which make us feel afraid. He tells about his adventures in the sea. He usually told scary stories about his time at sea. Okay? Let's study the vocab which appeared in chapter 1. We have the word dare. We have the word dare. What does it mean dare? To be brave enough to do something. To be brave to do something. So I can say, how dare you ask such a question? How dare you? The second word, we have the word pale. What does it mean pale? It means light in color. Look at the girl in the picture. His face is pale. What does it mean pale? It means her face was light in color. لونها شاحب، شاحبة الوجه. طب نشوف الإكزامبل كده. بيقول لك her face was pale after her long illness. Her face was pale means it's light in color, it's white. Because of her long illness, after her long illness, her face became pale. What is the word scar? Look at the picture. The word scar. Scar means a mark on the skin from a cut or wound. So we can say he could recognize the thief because of the scar on his face. So he knew the thief because there is a mark. في علامة مميزة. There is a scar on his face. What about the word cliff? As you see in the picture, cliff means a steep piece of land or rock. A rock which is very steep. Look at the example. The car fell off the cliff. We have the word sword. As you see in the picture, sword is a weapon. It's a weapon with long, sharp blade. The pirate tapped the captain with a sword. What about the word grab? Can you see the picture? Someone grabbed the bag and ran away. So what's grab means he took the bag and ran away. To take possession of something quickly. The thief grabbed my bag. So grabbed my bag means he took my bag quickly. The word blind. What about the word blind? Unable to see. Someone who is blind is unable to see. I helped the blind man to cross the road. We have the word owe. What does it mean, the word owe? To be in debt. To be in debt. So we can say I owe a lot of money to the bank, or we can say we owe a lot to our parents. We owe a lot to our parents, or we owe money to the bank. Again, we have the word guard. Look at the picture. This person is guarding the building. So to guard means to keep safe or to defend. So we can say two strong men guarded the villa. Two strong men guarded the villa. Let's do an exercise on this vocab. Number one, he needs someone to help him cross the road. He wants someone to help him cross, so he can't see the road. So he is, yes, very good, he is blind. Question number two. That is a weapon with sharp blade used in wars in ancient times. So here we want a kind of weapon. طيب احنا كل الفوكاب اللي عندنا دي kinds of weapon. Gun, knife, sword, cannon. طيب نشوف كده في الجملة في حاجة تبين أكتر. A weapon with sharp blade. Sharp blade. له شفرة حادة. Used in wars in ancient time. In the old times. It was used in the old times. So it is? Yes, of course, it's the sword. Question number three. The thief my bag and ran away. So the thief grabbed, grinned, or grounded. Of course, we said that the word grabbed means he took something quickly. Question number four. She was weak and after her long illness. What happens to us after a long illness? We feel pale. You remember the word pale? It means that he is white in color. Question number five. We need someone to the villa because it is in a remote area. So we want someone to protect the villa, to defend the villa, to make it safe. So we want him to, yes, very good, to guard the villa. Question number six. The young boy didn't to ask his father for money. He was not brave to ask his father for money, so he didn't. Excellent. He didn't dare. He didn't dare. So what is dare? Dare means to be brave enough. Question number seven. That was very steep and dangerous to climb. What is steep? A steep rock. Yes, of course, it is a cliff. The cliff is a steep rock. So the cliff was very steep and dangerous to climb. Question number eight. The thief has A on his face. It will be easy to recognize him. So when someone has a mark on his face, it's called what? Yes, it's called a scar on his face. وناخد بالنا من كلمة scare, letter A. Scare معناه to make someone afraid. لكن scar without E at the end دي معناها mark on the face. Question number 9. We allot to our great scientists. We owe a lot. Here we have the word owe. وطبعا ناخد بالنا the difference between own and owe. Own means to have. I own a car means I have a car. But to owe means that you are in debt. So we owe a lot. Question number 10. The exam was easy, so all the students got full mark. The exam was quiet, quietly, or quit. Of course, here it's quite easy. Which quiet? Quite, letter A. This means it's very easy, quite easy. What about quiet, letter B? Quiet, letter B, it means calm. Question number 11. The captain pointed the box. Here we have the preposition point to the box. إنه بيشاور على البوكس فأقول point to the box. Question number 12. The captain liked to go walking the beach. Long, along. What is the difference between long and along? Long is an adjective. So I say the street is long. But along the street or along the beach means all over it. على امتداد الطريق. Along the beach. So I will say along the beach. The treasure was kept in a box. So the treasure was kept in a wood, wool, wooden, or woolen. Here we say wooden box. So the adjective of wood is wooden. Now we are going to do a general revision on the unit. We want to revise the vocab, the grammar, and the translation. Let's start together. Question number 1. Once had after being stung by a spider. What happened to our once? What happened to our once when we are bitten by a spider? We have the word tracked, the word swollen, relaxed, or bored. Of course, when we are stung by a spider or bitten by a spider, our hands swollen. So swell means to become bigger or rounder, to become bigger or rounder. So here, when we are stung, our hands swollen. Question number 2. Work hard to save endangered wildlife. Who works hard to save wildlife? Of course, here we have conservationists, actors, fans, or spectators. Who work hard to save the environment? These are the conservationists. Conservationist means someone who works hard to save the environment. Egypt tries hard to make tourists. We wanted to make tourism sustained, sustainable, or sustaining. Of course, the word sustainable means to be continuous, to be eco-friendly, to be environmentally friendly, and to go forever. So we want tourism to go forever and to continue forever. We want it to be sustainable. The giant live in the Galapagos Islands. What kind of animal live in the Galapagos Islands? Do you remember the giant what? Giant means very big. The giant orangutan, turtle, lemur, dragon. These animals are all in Unit 1. But the giant what? Yes, it's the giant turtle. The giant turtle. Children don't like eating chips. Children don't like eating chips. What kind of chips they don't like? Of course, they don't like spicy. They don't like spicy chips, okay? Because it's very hot and children won't like it. Question number 6, I didn't hear the mobile because a shower. This is a grammar part. I couldn't, in the past, I couldn't answer the phone because at the same time I was having a shower. ليه بقى احنا هنختار was having؟ عشان this action was in progress. It was in progress. I was having a shower. At the same time the phone was ringing, so I couldn't answer. So here I didn't answer because I was having a shower. What about question number 7? The film I fell asleep. The film is a noun. So here we want a word. After it comes a noun. So we can say as the film, just as the film, on the film, or during the film. Yes, very good. We say during the film. During the film, because during is followed by a noun. So we say during the film, during the holiday, and so on. Question number 8. While finishing one story, he of another. هنا while جاي بعدها الجرند وكمان الفيرب التاني هيكون while he was finishing or while finishing one story he was thinking of another. So at the same time when he was finishing he was thinking. So two actions are continuous at the same time. We use the past continuous in both tense. While finishing or while she was finishing she was thinking. طب ليه هنا احنا استخدمنا finishing من غير was؟ علشان هنا مفيش subject بعد while. اوكي لو كان في هنا subject كنت هستخدم was finishing while he was finishing، لكن هنا عشان مفيش subject فانا قلت while finishing على طول. نشوف بقى جزء الترانسليشن. This is very important part because it's a new question for you this year. We have this text, extravagance and wastefulness in water and energy is a negative phenomenon that people don't realize how serious it is. It's not enough to make awareness campaigns, but also we can issue a special law called anti-extravagance law. So what's extravagance? What's extravagance? Extravagance means wastefulness, that you waste a lot of water. You waste a lot of water. So wastefulness and extravagance, الإسراف أو تضييع المياه دوت was a negative phenomenon. What's a phenomenon? Phenomenon معناها ظاهرة that people don't realize how serious it is. It's not enough to make awareness campaign. Campaign معناها حملة، مش كفاية إن احنا نعمل حملة للتوعية awareness اللي هي التوعية. But also we can issue special law. لكن كمان ممكن نصدر قوانين. كلمة issue معناها يصدر قوانين. A special law called anti-extravagance law. Anti-extravagance law يعني قانون ضد الإسراف. طب تعالوا نشوف الكلمات كده المهمة اللي عندنا extravagance معناها الإسراف. extravagance الإسراف. عندنا wastefulness اللي هو التبذير. عندنا كمان كلمة phenomenon ظاهرة، و awareness الوعي، campaign حملة، وعندنا كمان كلمة issue. اوكي يصدر to issue a law يصدر قانون. طيب عندنا كمان translate into English. آخر حاجة هناخدها معانا السياحة مصدر هام لجلب العملة الصعبة لمصر، لذا يجب علينا أن نقدم كل التسهيلات لجذب السياح إلى مصر. طبعا احنا عندنا الفوكاب المهمة هنا source بمعنى مصدر، عندنا hard currency العملة الصعبة، عندنا كمان facilities تسهيلات، وعندنا attract يجذب. اوكي يبقى هنترجمها ازاي بقى؟ هنقول tourism is an important source of bringing up hard currency to Egypt. So we have to offer all possible facilities to attract tourists to Egypt. Now we are going to go to the mirror board. We are going to explain some more ideas and some more important things which appeared in our story. I want to clarify them more, but in a different way. So let's go to the mirror board. Let's go together. Okay, we are going to discuss some important points which appeared in Unit 1 in the listening text or in our story. First of all, we have the expression fussy eater. Fussy eater. What does it mean, fussy eater? Fussy eater means a person who doesn't like to eat most kinds of food. A person who is not easy to be satisfied with food. So it's not easy for him to eat any food. He doesn't like to eat most kinds of food. So I can say my child is a fussy eater. He doesn't like to eat vegetables. He doesn't like to eat rice. He eats only mashed potatoes and so on. So this is fussy eater. What about the expression over the moon? Over the moon. When I say that I'm over the moon, it means I'm very happy. So when I say when he succeeded, he was over the moon, what does it mean? It means he was very happy. We have the word scare and the word scar. What is the difference between scar and scare? شايفين الفرق بينهم؟ هنا في letter E. What is to scare someone? To scare him means to make him afraid. So I can say that the terrifying dog scared the child. The terrifying dog scared me. Scared me means it made me feel afraid. What about the word scar? A scar in the face. احنا خدنا الفوكاب ديت في الستوري في Treasure Island. We said that the captain had a scar on his face. What's a scar on his face? It means a mark on his face. So here it means a mark. A mark of a wound or a cut. Okay? What about the word quiet? Quiet and the word quiet. شوف الديفرنس كده. Quiet and the quiet. Quiet here means calm. It means calm. Okay? But quiet is added before an adjective. So I can say he is quite tall. He is quite tall. So quite tall means to some extent. He is tall to some extent, not very much. He is quite tall, okay? But he is quiet. When I say that children should keep quiet when the teacher enters the class, this is quiet, okay? So this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you very much. Okay, so we discussed together our story, Treasure Island. I want you to read it carefully. Try to read it because you will benefit a lot from the expressions and the vocab in it. And try to remember all the new vocab in it. We also did a quick revision on the unit. We remembered the past simple and the past continuous tense and how to use them. This is the end of our revision. Until we meet again, wish you best of luck. Goodbye.
أولى ثانوي فرصة جديدة وحلم جديد وهنعديها بالتأكيد وهنعديها بالتأكيد أولى ثانوي